Hey guys, Heath McConnell here, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to go over a bag, or emergency bag is what I call it, a bag that I carry in the car and usually have if I go into an office or I'm going to be somewhere for a while. I usually will always have this bag with me. This is called, I just call it the emergency bag, and today I'd like to go over what's inside. So inside my emergency bag, I have multiple compartments. I just wanted a basic looking bag, no emblems, no nothing, nothing to stand out. Basically have some water holders on both sides here. So first off, we have water. And then let's go into this top pocket here. And what I have in here is my glasses for reading. I will have a water filter. I will also have some flagging, which I consider part of my navigation kit. And let's go into the next compartment here. This is the admin panel. Inside here I have a Write in the Rain notepad. It's unopened. This is waterproof. You can write on it with a pencil, and we use these in land surveying to write out in the rain, like here in Oregon where it's always raining. Write your notes, important information. I also have some pens and pencils in here. And let's see what the next layer holds. Inside here I have some cordage in there. I also have a small boot knife. It's got a little thing that I have in there. And on the other side here, I have a set of leather gloves. Let's see what else. A very important item in here would be toilet paper. And put that back. These are actually two different compartments here. And I do have this thing fully loaded, and that's the way I like it. Let's see, so in this section here, what we have here is, in here I have a compartment, I have a bag, so I have right here a power bank. This power bank, I've used it to charge my iPhone 6 times plus some other stuff, my watch, things like that. I can put the links to all this stuff in the on the website and under the video there. I have the charger to charge the power bank. I have some USB cables in here, a marking pin, and some batteries for headlamps and the like. And let's see, this is just a spare little bag. Let's go to the next compartment, and that being the main compartment. I'm going to turn this sideways. Actually, before I do that, back here, this is a spot for, it's actually for a bladder bag, or you can slide some stiffer type plate or something in there. But I have my map in here, just a map of Oregon, a general map, so I'll always stay found, which is a key to not getting lost, is staying found. So let's see, the next zipper we have here is the main compartment, and I'm going to open this up and show you right here. I have a Mylar sleeping bag for emergencies. I also have a sill key, I believe that's what it's called. So sometimes you're going to need to get water in a situation from a commercial building, and they don't have dials to turn them. They just have you need this wrench. So in a situation where I need to get some water from some outside of a commercial building, this key will get me there. I also have some tea tree, or hemp and tea tree oil soap, kind of antibacterial. I have my titanium spoon, and that's everything up here in the first compartment. So the Mylar sleeping bag gives me something safe to sleep in or on. The next thing to go with that would be sleeping under, sleeping in, and sleeping on. This covers 2 of those for me. The next compartment here I consider my navigation compartment. So in here I have a compass. This is the Silva Ranger. I have it in bearings, not azimuths, so it doesn't go 0 to 360. It goes 0 to 90 and 90 to 0 and 0 to 90, 90 to 0. So if I'm looking northwest 34, then the opposite of that is going to be southeast 34. I've used this in land surveying over 20 years. It is a very valuable tool. It's got a mirror, sight mirror, so that I can see myself. If I got some kind of cut from a bush, something in my eye. It is also pretty accurate for sighting, sighting your what you're trying to get to and that, and all your map and off-trail navigation stuff. I also have a very loud safety whistle. And the last thing on here these are called pace beads. So you count off so many paces and move the bead. The other thing I have in here is a GPS unit, handheld, with maps loaded in it. I also have a very heavy-duty trash compactor bag that I use sometimes to line my bag to protect clothing, things that I don't want getting wet. I can line my bag with that. It's also a handy tool. Going further down here, I have a schmog, which I've used as around the neck to keep you warm. I use it to cover the head to keep me warm. I've used it as a pillow. I've used it as a towel. I've used it to strain out heavy debris when I'm trying to filter water. What else have I used it for? I've used it as a little kind of covering. This is an indispensable item here. And then in here I have a merino wool head covering, beanie. I've got some gloves made out of like fleece. Let's see, next thing here is this bag here. This bag here contains food, just to make it through. I've got a couple of mashed potatoes that just add boiling water. I also have a couple tunas. Actually, one of these is tuna, one of these is salmon. No cooking involved there. I have some meat sticks, and that looks like that's about it. Actually, I do have some fuel, and I have the stove for the fuel. This is pretty light. This thing weighs like 0.25 grams or some ridiculously light thing there. I also have a Cliff Bar in there. So that's my cook bag. Next thing I have over here is my cook pot. I have a titanium pot, and I have a stainless steel 32 or 40. It's a 40 ounce water bottle. I like stainless steel because I can boil water in these things. That's why I went with the stainless steel clean canteen stuff. You can see I've already kind of cooked on this one. Let's go a bit further, and it nests down in there. So we're going to go further down in here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I have two 2-liter water bladders. Those are very handy. Put those down under here. Other thing I have in here is a stove. This stove is my main stove. I use this stove camping all the time. It's a firebox stove. This is the bag that it comes in. A bunch of accessories on here. But basically it's collapsible. It's made out of titanium. I had the stainless steel. I still do have the stainless steel one, and it's about 3 times heavier than this titanium one. I love this stove. I'll do a review on it later, but for right now, You know, it's got, once it's opened into like a box, it's got a grill plate. It is by far my most versatile stove. I have other stoves like solo stoves, things like that. But I can burn anything in here. I can use this with alcohol or wood pellets, charcoal, any of that stuff. And let's see, it looks like next thing I have here, I'll go over this bag last. This is a poncho by Arcturus. I guess that's how you say that. It's a rain poncho, and I have this instead of rain gear in here so I can cover my pack. I can cover me. I can create a shelter so that I have something to sleep under. Mylar sleeping bag is something to sleep in and on. I also have I don't know, about 100 feet of cordage in here for the various shelters that I can make with this. This rain poncho comes over, has the hood, and just on me without the pack, well, in the front, it comes all the way down to my shins. The back is a little bit higher with the pack on. The other thing I have in here is, this is my bivy sack. It's a mesh Bugout bivy, it's called. It's an REI item. I love that. It's just about the right size for me, and so I have that in there. And let's see here, the last thing we have here is my everyday carry. And what we've got with the everyday carry, I take this everywhere, and you may have seen this in some of my other videos. Let's put this down here. So it's a everyday. This goes with me. If I'm not bringing any kind of bag, this is going to be with me everywhere I go. I'll put it under the seat of my car when I get out. If I'm going into an office or something, I'll have that with me. If I'm going to a friend's house, I'll always have this with me because it's got everything I need, as you'll see here. So let's open this up. We're actually right in the first pocket here. I've got a coffee and a tea. I love having coffee. And so let's turn this way. Right here is a mosquito net, and that would fall out, so that's kind of why I did that. So what we have here is I have a headlamp, and I'll start over here. There's a zipper. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a zipper in here. This is my first aid kit. So it's kind of like scratches, things like that. So what's really in here is not trauma kits. It's more of like Band-Aids, some gauze. I have some Neosporin. I have Advil. I have some alcohol wipes, and I believe some of that white tape to tape on the gauze pads. So that's what I have in here. I also have some allergy medicine. The next thing is my tinder box right here. I have a tinder box. It's got a Ferro Rod. It's got birch bark. It's got some little Ziplocs of Vaseline. It has paper wasp nest, and then it has about 6 of those little tiny commercial fire starters that are like a waxed rope of some sort with some fire starter on it. I've got my lighter, toothpaste, and toothbrush, which are essential. Some lotion. I have a Leatherman, some lip balm. Right here is a backup water filter. I have the Sawyer Mini, which I used to use and moved to the Katadyn Be Free. I have some pencils, 2 pencils here, a mechanical and a regular wood pencil. I have a large ferro rod here. I have a small keychain Victorinox knife. This is a small thing of soap. It has the same Dr. Brommer's tea tree oil type soap in it, but this is my everyday carry. There's some clippers, nail clippers, and pocket knife, whatever these pincher things are that lock. Those have been handy in a lot of situations. And I also have a very powerful light that has a I don't know, it's pretty sharp on the end there for whatever reasons. You can imagine. I also have another Mylar blanket in here, and I keep my waterproof Right in the Rain journal in here with important numbers, addresses, and notes for anything that I need to take note of in a situation. So that is my everyday carry that goes in my emergency bag. I know some people may call those bug-out bags and go-home bag, all kinds of names for these bags, but really for me this is just my emergency bag. So you know, if I'm at home, it's right there by the door. I can grab it if I have to go. You know, we just had some major fires and people had to evacuate their homes. This would have been with me. Bam, I would have been ready to go. I also keep my car stocked with some clothes, tote of food, and an axe, a little bit of firewood, chairs, some other things like that. I keep in my car sometimes, not all the time. So this is my emergency preparedness bag. If you've liked this video, I ask that you click the subscribe button so that you stay informed with all the stuff that I put out, and adventure awaits.